Scorpio, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, my honey buns, cutie patootie, looking all this so yummy. I'm going to be doing your twin flame reading for the month of March 2026. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Let's try again. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Scorpion, transmutation, sprinkle, sprinkle. How you doing, Scorpiana? Okay, so Scorpio, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at the main energy between you, your twin flame, past, present, and future. Clarify all the cards and get some final advice. Also, I want to say congratulations to all of the beautiful, divine, feminine Scorpianas out there that are watching this. Happy International Women's Day. Happy Women's International Day, because I'm recording this on March 8th. And I'm so well rested. I have been crushing the gym and the pool and everything the past week. And I only do water signs on a separate day. Now, wish you all the best. Thank you so much for making this world a beautiful place, okay? To all of the beautiful ladies, sisters, and mothers and grandmothers out there. So let's see what's going on for you, dear Scorpiana, and what is it that you need to know for the month of March. I'm going to change these flowers tomorrow. So I'm getting new flowers, some saying, some sassy shit. So Scorpio, the energy between you and your twin flame is the Two of Wands, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Pentacles. So what am I seeing? I'm seeing the Lovers, but I'm not going to jump into this too far ahead. Two of Wands is the challenge and the energy between you and your twin flame. You could be living at a certain distance from your twin flame. Okay, there could be some sort of geographical time zone differences also. Cultural differences as well. So Two of Wands here typically talks about like a direction, okay? Sense of direction, purpose, travel. There is definitely a lot of contemplation that's going on your end and on your twin flame's end. We're going to clarify and we're going to find out about this shortly. Now, in the recent past, you have the Four of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. You could have dealt with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? Could have been a water sign. Getting here, Libra, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. In the recent past year, Scorpio, I think that there was an offer that was made to you. Okay, you trusted your intuition here to kind of really see if this was your twin flame, if you should really let them in or not. Four of Cups, for many of you, this for whatever reason, there was this closed off energy. This Four of Cups here could have been you not really trusting the situation with your twin flame. Maybe they try to come back again or whatsoever. But I think that there is something here about someone not allowing another person to come on in. We're going to find out about this and we're going to see what is it that you need to know. Also, age difference could be very significant. Now, in the present moment, you have the Knight of Cups, the Justice, and the Six of Pentacles. Your twin flame is contemplating about making things right with you. And especially during this Mercury retrograde, there is a lot of this energy of contemplating to make the right move, to take the right action. You could not maybe expect that this was going to happen, but with the Knight of Cups and the Justice, there could be an apology. And I'm also strongly getting that there is this certain level of emotional maturity that this person is having when they're approaching you and coming towards your way, okay? Because they want to make things right with you, justice, karma. Again, please keep in mind those twin flame readings are very intense. They're very specific to a very specific group of people who know that they're going through a twin flame journey. You're a Scorpio, so you know about this. I just want to kind of reiterate that. Now, in the near future, you have the Six of Swords, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. I feel like that for many of you, there is going to be some sort of a cruise coming up with this person. There could be some sort of travel here with this twin flame of yours. Okay, somebody here has a beard. Somebody here comes across as being like very bossy. You know what I'm saying? Being like bossy, being quite like daddy type. You could be the one also, if you're a male Scorpio watching, Gemini energy here also. So there is something here about like a union, okay? But in order for this union to happen, what I do see here with the Six of Swords, this is kind of presenting itself to be like a little bit of a challenge, meaning that there is some sort of transition that's going to happen, okay? At the bottom of the deck, there is the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. There is a very controlling bitch here that needs to be gone. I don't know who this controlling bitch is, honestly, but somebody's got to go. That could be the third party, okay, that maybe your twin flame was either hiding you from. This could be a master-in-law. This could be a master figure, whatever. We're going to find out about this, okay, because you and your twin flame, there is a destiny here. Could be walking away. Someone here could be walking away from a karmic in order for them to join with you as a twin flame. Remember, the karmics, they always pull you down. They always drag you down. They don't let you to it. They don't let you. Karmics are here like to kind of distract you from your highest purpose. I'm saying. Now, let's get into your reading and let's clarify the main energy, dear Scorpiana, which is the Two of Wands. So I'm going to clarify the Two of Wands and see what is it that you need to know. Some of you could be dealing with somebody that either has dark hair, dark complexity, okay, different ethnicity, different background. A little bit of a caliente feeling is what I'm getting. So I'm saying even a mustache too. Not me. I'm talking about me, Scorpio. So the Two of Wands is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Justice. What did I say? What did I say? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here, okay, Queen of Pentacles. And then this Two of Wands is clarified by the Five of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Justice. Apparently, you and your twin flame had somebody here threw a fit. So I'm saying there was some sort of a major argument that took place between you and them. Could have been misunderstandings, could have been miscommunication through texting even. You and your twin flame had a very, very instant and an intense connection. And that's usually what happens with the twin flames when you join with them. Okay, and it can be super intense. It can be super almost intimidating. It's like so unreal. It's like your heart is beating so fast. You just can't tell. You have a certain frequency with your twin flame. It's like you are in another body. And the scariest part, Scorpio, is that confirmation burp. The scariest part is that it's like you're seeing yourself in another person, and you might see parts of yourself that your shadow was like, you knew it was in your shadow, and now it's being revealed. And it can be triggering. The same thing goes for your twin flame as well, okay? So the energy here is that there is a desire here with the Justice here being as the main energy, and also which is sitting on top of your reading in the present moment. There is a desire here to make this situation right, okay? Now let's talk about the recent past with the Four of Cups. It looks like that someone here also was avoidant or someone here rejected, okay? I don't know who, don't know why. We're going to find out. But there is something here about rejection here, someone being closed off. So also your twin flame might have kind of like tried to set some standards here for you, or you could have set standards. So the Four of Cups is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Fool, and the High Priestess. Something here was blocking, actually many things were blocking, okay, from this relationship with your twin flame moving forward. Look, the Fool, High Priestess, and the Four of Cups, there was an opportunity here for you and your twin flame to actually, have a brand new beginning, okay? And I think I saw like my neighbor was carrying a baby. I didn't know they had a baby. Good for them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Something about a baby here could be very significant. So, one of the things that I'm seeing here, Scorpio, is that in the recent past, there was a very, like I said, instant connection with the High Priestess. You trusted your intuition, and so this person could have been somewhat also kind of a little bit spiritual too. This was a very telepathic communication. The High Priestess here is twice. You and your twin flame also, this is not going to resonate with everyone. I don't know if you were hiding things from your twin flame and they were hiding things from you too. It's like both of you could feel that a lot of things were being kept from each other. Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Hermit. Virgo energy here also, and the Sun at the bottom, Leo energy. For many of you, you and your twin flame tried to have a brand new beginning. There could have been an opportunity here for somebody to apologize. Could have been you, could have been your twin flame. And I think that this apology actually did come from a good place. The Sun and the Two of Pentacles. But there was a lot of indecision about this happiness. A lot of you questioned if you actually was going to have a really happy ending with your twin flame. Nobody's tied up to another person. You can literally release your twin flame if you choose to do so. But I think that what happened in the recent past was that there was a lot of inconsistency, a lot of on and off energy between each other. High Priestess is clarified by the Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Magician. and the Three of Swords. Somebody here tried to manifest you, okay, or maybe you try to manifest them, or manifest a third party away, okay? Maybe that's something that you didn't know, but there is potentially a third party situation that existed in the recent past, and that brought things to an end. I just saw the tower behind the Three of Swords, okay? So the tower here indicates Scorpio energy, that is you, and the Eight of Swords. A lot of you Scorpios felt quite heartbroken and disappointed that, with your twin flame, you had so many hopes and so many wishes and goals to accomplish, and it didn't happen. Scorpio, you are someone that you love very intensely, and you started questioning whether you and your twin flame actually whether this connection was real or not. And that's sometimes, again, another challenge here when being in a twin flame journey, because it is real. It can feel extremely challenging and confusing in many times. It's a very intense connection. Now, I feel like with the Knight of Cups, Scorpio, there is an approach. Okay, there is a mature approach. I would say very mature approach. So the Knight of Cups, Scorpio, is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So for many of you, I think that this person, actually, your twin flame, may want to come towards you and want to have a face-to-face conversation. Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. This is about cooperation. It's about collaboration. It's about really wanting to build something and talk about an issue that was also maybe pushed under the rug. This is something that probably you're not really believing is going to happen, but I think that that's something that's going to take place. King of Swords, I think this person wants to have a face-to-face conversation with you. Okay, there is a direct sense of communication. King of Swords is like very intellectual person. You could be dealing with someone who is also into the IT world, or someone who is a financial person. Financial advisor is what I'm getting. Somebody here could have a certain position in a job place. They could be a director, manager, boss figure, okay? They employ people. I think your twin flame also might start becoming very serious about work or money, or maybe they're getting a new job is what I'm getting, or they're building an empire, trying to make more money. Now, the Justice here is this twin flame of yours wants to make things right with you, clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the nice, juicy, thick Ace of Wands, and the King of Wands, and the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So I'm saying. So Capricorn energy here, you could be dealing with the Capricorn, and then you have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. I do feel like, or you could, it's like you could be wanting to initiate a conversation, but there is definitely clarity coming in, a lot of clarity. Excuse me. So for a lot of you, I think that you're dealing with somebody who is ready, okay, to enter into this new phase of this relationship here with you. And also to embark onto a journey with the Six of Pentacles, where you and your twin flame could have an equal give and take exchange energy. So let's clarify the Six of Pentacles and see what is it that you need to know. Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Chariot, the Page of Swords, and the Moon. The hidden things are going to come to the surface. I think there is going to be also an open conversation about who that third party actually was, because a lot of you kind of have an idea, Scorpio, who that third party was. But as a Scorpio, and I'm a Northern Scorpio, you want to know the whole team. You want to know what was it? What was it that was being hidden? What was it that this twin flame of yours wasn't telling you? Now I feel like that also there is travel. Okay, there is travel. There is long distance situation that's going to be resolved also. The moon here can also indicate something about dreams. Dreams can be very intensified. You could see your twin flame in a dream. Maybe you already saw them in a dream. And during this crazy, chaotic Mercury retrograde period here, I think that a lot of the people are starting to see beyond the veil. And it's like you could almost predict something, even you, Scorpio, and it may come true. You can tell your twin flame is right around the corner, okay? Six of Swords here in the near future. There is something about here transition. Clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Again, you and your twin flame are going to need to move somewhere else, I think. It could be geographically, okay? It could be just in general, like moving on from the past, whatever has happened between you and them, Scorpiana. You see what I'm saying? I think that you and your twin flame also may have an important conversation about the Ten of Pentacles. There is something about inheritance, or someone here has money or is going to inherit a lot of money. There's going to be a lot of conversations about that, okay? Job market, creating a business together. So for many of you, I do see here, Scorpio, that also if there is a female figure or someone who, I don't know, embodies a very strong feminine energy, maybe that's not really good, masculine or feminine, but there is somebody here that seems to dominate, okay, or seems to intervene into this relationship. You both may need to like physically remove yourself from this connection or from this energy. Now, the lovers is here in the near future. This is talking about Scorpio commitment, and you could be dealing with somebody who really, really, your twin flame, okay? They're very creative, and I think that they also see you as like, they see this connection as a divine counterpart. Um, they could even be visited by some angels in their dreams. They might even tell you about that. That's what I'm channeling. The lovers is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Star, and the Knight of Swords. So in the near future, Scorpio, like I said, with the Knight of Swords, somebody's gotta get out of the picture. I don't know if that's a third party situation, if that's a certain behavioral pattern. Somebody here is gotta get out of the picture here in order for you and your twin flame to work this relationship out. The Star and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like that you and your twin flame are going to cut some people out of your friendships. That's what I'm strongly getting. In order for you and your twin flame, okay, the lovers is clarified by the Star and the Seven of Pentacles. For you and your twin flame to keep this relationship sacred and like to protect it is what I'm getting. There is some toxic influences around that need to be that need to be gone. And again, there are certain times, Scorpio, when I can like channel and feel certain things. It may not necessarily resonate with everybody, but maybe somebody here needs to hear that. Because I see here the third party is not only being like someone like romantic, like an ex or whatever, but also like certain individuals. Now, King of Wands here, I feel like that the King of Wands is your twin flame, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So for many of you, it's gonna be a slow, steady process. Okay, it's gonna be a slow, steady process. Your twin flame Scorpio, they are either seeing you now like that, or they're gonna start seeing you more so focusing on your own money, focusing on your own health, focusing on what's important for you. There is something here about you and your twin flame, like recognizing how much you both during this time apart have grown, especially you, Scorpio, because you're the sign of transformation. You are the sign of, a rebirth, right? So Four of Pentacles here, and then there is the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Swords. I'm seeing here multiple third parties being removed, okay, from this relationship. Whoever was holding on to somebody here that was super toxic, okay. And also there is something here about a balance between work and play. Balance is gonna be very important. So let's get the advice, Scorpio. This was such a interesting, direct, straight to the point type of reading, you know what I'm saying? So Scorpio, your advice here is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Emperor. Aries energy, Mars energy, telepathic communication, the Moon and the Eight of Wands, okay? Messages being sent to you in the dreamland, in the dream world. Confirmations. 888 could be very significant for many of you. I'm also getting 444 and 999. Queen of Cups, Scorpio energy, the Emperor, Daddy, and then the Ten of Wands. Both of you, it's been an exhausting journey. Honestly, energetically speaking, it's been very tiring, to experience the things that you both have experienced. But I think that you and your twin flame are energetically first coming to the realization that there is no need to hold on to the past resentment here. There has been separation between you and them, long distance, third party, and all of that. You both are going to find a resolution. Okay, because like I said, there is only going to be a handful of signs that I see in the month of March, especially reuniting with your twin flame or having certain conversations. The success stories are out there. You're more than welcome to check them out. But I do see here that you and your twin flame are going to have this important conversation about leaving the past behind. Five of Wands, leaving this beef behind you both, and the justice here, forgiving one another. This is a super intense connection, and I think there has been a lot of push and pull. There has been a lot of questions about the future and the happiness of the future. Once you and your twin flame have these face-to-face conversations, things are going to become much clearer, okay? Because a lot of times, through the text or through the phone call, that's not what it happens. There will be travel. There will be travel, okay? So you have new love. Embrace an opportunity for the love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. New love. And see how she's catching the star. I think that this is like your twin flame and you are going through a rebirth, okay? And this is about going through that phase of letting go of the old, okay? It's like falling in love with each other again. And I think I read this somewhere, Scorpio. It was actually such a nice quote where it was saying, being with the same person or committing to somebody. It's like you fall in love with them. It's 2:22, by the way, on the clock right now. It's literally 2:22 p.m. It's a confirmation. You fall in love with the same person over and over and over again. Like, that's real love. I think that's really genuine, true love here. Okay, so that's what I see here. Both of you, like, creating a new perspective here and making some really important changes for one another. Let's get the animal message. Somebody here has a cat. You have a cat right now next to you. It could be a gray cat. Meow. So 5 of air, a dog, collie dog. Your current path isn't leading you towards the happiest possible outcome, so why not change it? Always maintain integrity and compassion, but be alert to the hidden agendas of others. Yeah, so 5 of air is like 5 of swords energy here. So, why not change it, right? Even though there is a conflict here, 5 of wands, even though there has been a situation that was very unsettling for many of you, this is about you also just being compassionate towards yourself. Don't blame yourself. Don't feel, Scorpio, please don't feel unworthy just because some Joe Schmo tried to intervene into this twin flame journey and try to, like, take your twin flame. Your twin flame is always going to be yours. So I'm saying, and what you're going to choose to do with them, whether you're going to release them in love or you're going to embrace them in love, that's going to be up to you. But I do see your movement happening between you and them. So again, I want to say thank you so much for being here. I hope this reading helped, and congratulations on the Women's International Day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your likes. I will see you in the comment section and hope you have an amazing week ahead. Love you so much and take care.